Hello friends, how are you doing? My name is Louis Piluso. Welcome to my studio. Here we do remote productions, mixing, recording, mastering. And today we have a tutorial of one of the pedals that we got here at the studio, the ToneX ONE by IK Multimedia. This is a tutorial on how to use it. I'm also going to be giving away 3 free presets that I made based on Hysteria by Def Leppard. I'm going to be recreating that song on this channel, so make sure to subscribe to see that. But my gift to you is those 3 presets that I made. I invite you to also check out the other videos I made of ToneX. I'll leave a playlist below. The first one is what ToneX is and what ToneX isn't. The second video I made a tutorial on how to use the ToneX pedal, and now we're going to check out on how to use the ToneX ONE. So the first thing I recommend always is that you download the latest version of ToneX Max, because they are always updating the software. Once you download this, you have 2 different softwares. ToneX that works without any hardware, and you can use it as a plugin and use the same sounds that you made on the hardware. And also you get ToneX Editor, that is where we're going to be working today. Here we are. And this is where you're going to manage everything inside of your pedal. So we have 2 different views. We have the librarian, where we can throw sounds into our ToneX, and then we have the editor where we can edit all our sounds. This is absolutely awesome. So this is a very cheap pedal. It's around $180, $150, $200, but it's around that price point. I'll leave affiliate links below if you want to check it out, as well as the ToneX pedal. It's a bit more limited than the pedal version. Basically, you get to have 18 sounds, and you have 3 slots where you can load different sounds into. And for this pedal, even though you can use it without the app, and everything I'm going to teach you today is how to use it without the app, and you can also connect like a set of headphones into the output and use it like that and just play wherever you want, which is awesome. But I would suggest that when you are creating sounds, you use the app, because it's much easier, and then you just throw it into the pedal. So now that I've said that, I'm going to show you how to use this. Basically, we can throw in 3 presets in here. We can override the ones we had before. The first tip I want to give you is to tune your guitar. So just long press the foot switch, and it will go into tuner mode. That is also a bypass of the sound, so no sound, you can't hear anything. Now, let's go back. We have 2 modes, dual mode or stomp mode. We are now in dual mode, so that means that every time we hit the foot switch, it will switch from one to the other, 2 different sounds. Or we can go into stomp mode, and that will turn on and off. You can have a clean sound here, a dirty sound here, and just switch between those 2. But in stomp mode, what I suggest is that you, for instance, load up a pedal. If you load up a pedal, like here I have a classic fuzz, that means that I can have it bypassed. And this is just a clean sound, but if I activate it, and this is amazing because you can have different pedals, and lots of people have made copies of very famous and collectible and expensive pedals, which you can have in here for very little money. Let's check out the different controls. So here we have the volume knob. So this is just a general volume. Let's go into cab, and we can see how it moves on the screen, which is amazing. Love it. And same thing for the mids. You can see right here on the screen. And same thing for the treble. If you want to access more tools, you have here the frequency you can choose. But then we have a secondary function that you can see right below each of the knobs. So let's click on Alt, and now the volume is a gain knob. The first one is a noise gate. So if we go here, it'll just change the threshold of the noise gate. Right here, we have the compression, So let's go into compression and we can change the threshold. And over here, we can change the amount of reverb. So we can have it all the way, or halfway or something like that, or off. And something to take into account is that if you don't like this reverb, you can choose between all of these ones. Same thing, if you want to add some delay, you can add it. Here, change from digital to tape, normal to ping pong, modulation, chorus, tremolo, phaser, flanger, rotary. It's a really complete software. So now, for instance, there's a really cool trick. If you hit Alt plus the foot switch at the same time, you can just switch from one sound to the next. So here I have, for instance, the sounds I made for you guys that you can download for free below. So here's the first one. It's like a chorusy sound, very clean sound, based like kind of the Rockman sound from the 80s. So here's the first sound. Switch to the next sound, we have a clean sound. And then we have the dirty sound. So if we want to go into global setup, we just click on Alt for like 6 seconds. There we go. So now we can switch, for instance, from dual mode to stomp mode really easily. We can also turn on and off the cab. So for instance, if you are going straight into an amplifier and you're using a real cab, you can just turn it off, which is really, really cool. You can see it right here. And then we can change the volume of our input. We can go all the way up, and that's red, that's clipping, we don't want that. But that's cool if we have different guitars and we want to set up the volume for each guitar, because each guitar will sound different. And then if we are in this mode, we can change the general volume of all the presets at the same time. So that means that if you have your headphones on, you can just change this really easily, and each time you change presets, you're not going to kill your ears. And the last tip, if you want to change sounds for each of our 3 slots, we click on the foot switch and Alt at the same time. And now the one where we have blinking, we can just scroll different sounds. So that's really, really easy. And then if we want to change to the next one, we do the same thing. We just start scrolling. Works great. Hope this was helpful. Let me know below if you have any questions, comments. If this helped you out, leave me a like and let me know. I'll leave you on the screen the playlist for all of the videos I made of ToneX, and also the video I made for this guitar whenever it's uploaded, how I recreated Hysteria by Def Leppard. I'll see you next time. My name is Piluso, and I'll leave affiliate links below if you want to check out in depth the ToneX pedal and our studio services. Bye!